From Perth, Australia, please welcome Daniel Ricciardo. I'm so excited to meet you. My brother-in-law was trying to be here today because he has not missed one. He's been to every race except Monte Carlo.
Wow.
He's seen every single one in person. But anyway...
Monte Carlo is one he has to go to.
Of course. That is the one to go to.
Yeah.
But so Formula One, which I didn't know anything about. I started watching this series, F1 Drive to Survive, and I could not stop watching it. Explain what Formula One is, what you do, and then we'll talk about the series.
All right. So what I do, I try to drive extremely fast all around the world. And Formula One is that. It's like a traveling circus of speed and adrenaline. We go to over 20 countries a year to race, and it's just high adrenaline stuff. It's a show and it's fun. It's a sport, but one that's always quite tricky to understand as well because it's very niche.
Yeah, it's niche, but I mean, you get into it. But you were just in Austin last weekend, and now you're going to Mexico when? In a couple of...
So we have a weekend off, and then Mexico City, and then we have 3 in a row. So we go Mexico City, Sao Paulo, and then we go to Qatar.
How do you have time to, because with the jet lag and everything, and you have to be so sharp and so fit, how do you have time to adjust?
Caffeine, a little bit of melatonin to help sleep, but it's hard. You try to adjust a little bit before you get to the destination, so maybe 2 or 3 days before your flight, you'll try to bring your bedtime maybe an hour earlier each night to try and slowly get into it, but I think fortunately because the sport is so intense and high adrenaline, we can normally operate pretty well with little sleep. That's what I tell myself.
Yeah, when you're making those decisions and that you're going that fast, which is how fast are you going?
In over 200 miles an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it is when they show how fast you're going when the shot is from inside the car, it's crazy. But explain why you have to be so fit, because y'all work out like crazy. You wouldn't think, like I drive myself to work every day and I don't have to do this.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll do sit-ups or whatever, but I don't do what y'all are doing. Why do you have to be so fit?
So, well, firstly, I love how you say y'all. As you said, we were just in Austin, so I hear that a lot. I just love, was there hookem at the back? Did I see a little? So, yeah, it's intense and it's hard to, because you're right, a lot of people say, well, why do you need to be fit? I drive my car to work every day and it's a breeze. But we go through, so the races are about 90 minutes long, 90 minutes to 2 hours. There's what is called G-forces. So because we corner so fast, there is like 4 or 5 Gs, which they call it, on our body. And that is a force which is trying to basically pull us out of the car. So we need a lot of core strength, neck strength to basically just hold on. And we lose in pounds. We can lose up to between 8 to 10 pounds in a race.
In one race?
Yeah.
Yeah, when y'all get out, you're just soaking wet, sweating.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, and you don't even have time to think I'm thirsty or anything. You can't even think about that. And what if you have to pee? What if you drink before you get in the car?
It's a question we get asked a lot. Have you ever peed in the car? And so everyone can relate to peeing. You need to relax. And it's hard to relax driving at those speeds. So I've never done it. If you have to go, you just painfully hold on till the end. But every bump, every little curb you hit hurts.
Yeah, I would think so. I would think.
Yeah.
All right, so so there's been 3 seasons? How many? No, it's 2 seasons.
On Netflix?
Yeah.
3, and they're in the middle of the 4th now.
Okay, so when will that start airing?
So normally I think it comes out the beginning of the following season. So I think our first race next year will be March, so it will maybe February, March next year.
It's amazing. I highly recommend it. Even if you think you're not going to like it, I promise you'll like it. It's called F1 Drive to Survive, and it's streaming right now on Netflix. And you can watch Daniel's next race on any F1 live streaming app. We'll be back.